Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Jets going up against the Chargers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Second down following the run. Back to throw. Wood. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Now Wood. Off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Wood throwing on 3rd and long. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
But if you're a fan of defense, especially this defense, you like what you're seeing here in the early going. Play with some great energy. Already have a sack. And on that one, came back and forced an incompletion. They're getting after him.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, it was...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a carry for Bernard. And an alley to run. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That good for 22 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw is Wood. On 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Wood now on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The numbers from last week for Benjamin. 5 catches, 55 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards. And he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Here's Wood to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic? for not much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Leopard, here we go now. Green, back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, Wood. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense...
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looking to throw. Wood. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He finds some open field here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Wood looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Wood from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, Palmer. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back to throw. Wood eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is knocked down from the side. That one goes for 24 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
They toss to Freeman. And he's got room. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Wood. To throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw. Wood. Throw left side complete. It's Rivera. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Let's go. 3-19.
Wood now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's gotta be
you tell
good.
me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Palmer will throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Palmer to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Palmer, cool under pressure as he rallies his guys to the line of scrimmage. To throw again, it's Palmer. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Palmer to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing again here, Palmer. He finds his man, Baldwin. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. is Wood. A final shot before break. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
See him now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
As they run left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now Palmer. He drops it off for Bernard. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Detroit!
Now Wood looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. And a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch him now, Barney! Hurry up!
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Wood operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Wood. To throw on 2nd down. And hauled in here by Rivera. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Wood flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and goal from the 5. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devontae Freeman His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Palmer. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. 2nd down now after the sack. Palmer now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Wood now, off the play fake. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
The play clock's running down. Here's Wood throwing on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw. Wood. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Wood. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This is caught. Watkins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Michael Rivera, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The New York set to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down. Palmer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Palmer. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Underneath, this is Bernard. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, it's Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Palmer. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Palmer. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
No, check. Patriot. Blue 90.
Now Wood looking to throw on second down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Back to throw. Wood dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
They'll go with the keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last shot for Palmer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra